Moises' character is the one that requires the most courage and struggle, because he does represent all my men, right? And I've had great men. I'm a sinner. I'm a sinner. Yes. Beautiful men. All my men were beautiful. I mean, even the ones I had, you know, as lovers. Yes. There was no problem with them. You know? So it's the character that requires the most introspection, the most struggle. I feel a lot of things about Moses, the character, you know, in a lot of ways. I want this play overall to be a resolution of the love between men and women, and also to speak of the equality of men and women, and to be some sort of redemption for myself, because I am a spiritual woman. I believe in God, and I believe in also supporting civilization. I believe in using what has been created, like the Catholic Church, for example. I believe in the redefinition of that church and the integration of nuns as equals, you know, in consider priestesses in this case as the priests. Yeah, because we've had enough also of issues with that. But overall, in general, I think with religion from the very beginning, I guess myself as a woman, you know, I feel very much so that our role has been betrayed, as not being portrayed in characterization and inclusion of a spirituality. I don't know about all of you, but my world was created by women. My mother's worked night and day, and I saw women work. And it's not that I don't believe that men are not equal to women, because honestly, I've dated great men, you know, and I've had great men in my life. So I cannot say that, you know, my cousins, my brothers, my grandfather, you know, tremendous supporters of me. You know, they saved my life. I mean, I couldn't be here without men. So that's the struggle with a character, because it is a great man, Moses. But I guess that what happens to the high priestess in her struggle with him is that she always finds herself losing against him. A struggle for power, where he says, well, I don't have this, that, and so on and so forth. And she says, but I've given you everything. And what is it? So it's about me being hurt about this contact, right? It's my feminine side. So it's a lot with this character. It's a lot with the masculine that I have to resolve within myself and within the system of the masculine, you know, because I've seen the men I dated, you know, suffering. So I think that that's what I also say in this role as a high priestess, with her being willing to protect her man and being willing to take a stand about how important it is, his life to her. That I empathize with a lot of the men I loved. And so this character is also about them. And he's a wise guy. And he's actually the wisest. So that's why she's willing to take a stand for him. I think overall, I've been thinking a lot about the philosophy of living when I had to think in terms of psychology. I've been thinking a lot about what originates points of conflicts and overall fear, you know, issues of state, political issues, such as war, conflict. And you see, I've dated soldiers. As a matter of fact, Moses is inspired by one of my boyfriends who served. And then, you know, I had other boyfriends who served in military. And it begins with that. It begins with a lot of conflict originated about the same issue. And a hope for redemption, for inclusion, for love to be restored among religions. It's a difficult play. It's a difficult philosophical struggle. And yes, I am perhaps a dreamer, a utopian. But I have to say that, listen, if it comes to war, if my men, for example, have to go to war, what do you want me to say? That I will not stand with them? You know that's not true. And they also know that. So I guess we all have to come to a place of conflict resolution and look forward to the preservation of civilization. And that is my main priority in this play. That love prevails. And that altruism is also considered love. And that we all become altruists. And we look forward to a better world together.